What's up, gang? More of a personal video today, not too much value, more of a painfully self-critical video. I am so broke. I'm way too broke for how smart I am. And this might be super relatable to you, or you might feel like you make too much money and that you're too dumb. But I think it all comes down from self-sabotage. So I won't make this too much of a yap. It's more of going to be of a personal thing. For context, I make just under 6 figures. I'm fairly confident I will end the year on 6 figures. But I just went back under 10K a month. But I'm quite confident, at least in the last 5 months of the year, that I'm going to make over 10K a month. And I will end up over 6 figures in the year. Doesn't matter. Let's say at least 70K a year, at least. That's what I'm going to at least reach. Doesn't matter. Way more than a normal 23-year-old. And that's the whole fucking point of the video. I am so comfortable. And I think I self-sabotage so much. And that's a problem. I think, I'm way too broke for how smart I am, basically. I was just watching this Jamie Robbins video. If you know who Jamie Robbins is, he's the camera guy for Daniel Dalen. Lives in Dubai now. Super good packaging, super premium, luxurious, just like very aesthetic packaging. I love it. And I'm a YouTube creative. We do YouTube for very high-end entrepreneurs, 8, 9, 10 figures, at least very white glove agency. We do that for them, do it for you service. We provide scripts, then we record with them in a video, in a stream call, StreamYard we use, but Zoom, whatever the fuck you want. And we record it with them, edit it, and post it as talking heads, and we get millions of long-form views per month. And we get them millions of dollars for their business. So that's what we do, for context. So that's why I was watching this Jamie Robbins guy, and that's why this video came up in my mind to make. And he's so much better than me. We talk about being the best agency in the world, and I do think that, at least in potential, I think there's one I'm not going to name because that would just give them more attention. I think there's one agency right now that does the same thing for entrepreneurs that's better than me, better than us. But I'm the head creative, so I take full responsibility on not having higher standards. But yeah, we are very good. We're very good. Don't get me wrong. But just I am not good enough yet. I know that I can be amazing. I can become a deca millionaire. I think that's what I saw a car interviewer from Hormozy, and they used a word. He made when you have hundreds of millions, they have a deca millionaire or something, whatever. I can get to at least $100 million in net worth. I know for sure. Maybe even before I'm 30. And I think the reason why I'm not there is because self-sabotage. First of all, because I'm very comfortable. Second thing is self-sabotage. Might be some sort of trauma that I unconsciously don't believe that I'm good enough or something to get there. And that's why I take these daily actions to self-sabotage. Because like I said, I make enough money. I can travel wherever I'm in the super cool penthouse. If you follow this Raw channel, you know that we're in this cool place. We have a lot of girls over. We have a lot of fun. I can eat at restaurants every day. I go to the high-end gym in Medellin with the sauna, the most luxurious gym, super nice. This penthouse is amazing. I can't fly business class yet, or at least I can, but it would be retarded. But I have an amazing life. I can pay for the best Uber. I can tip the cleaning lady. Can go to restaurants every day. So the pain of actually, you see that? The thunder in the background? The pain of having a bad life is gone. I have a nice life, and that's the problem. It's good that I'm going to break up my routine. We're going to go to Mexico for 5 days with the whole creative team, basically. I don't know yet if everyone is coming, but at least Josh, Moses, me, Harvey, and Justin are going. Which is basically a very key department for the creatives of the business. Way more key figures in the business, but for the creative side, me and Josh and Lucas are running it basically, and Harvey. but I don't know yet if Lucas can come. Doesn't matter. Very irrelevant for this video. I'm gonna break up my routine. That's gonna be efficient. The point of this video is just yap. So if you feel free to play like a video game on the side, or like do the dishes, or get ready whilst listening to this. But before, my life in the Netherlands was bad. It was cold every day. I went to a public commercial gym. Well, I still go to a commercial gym, but the basic fit in the Netherlands doesn't have a sauna. It's basically very fucked. I'm grateful, but it's just not nice. It's the cheapest one. I couldn't really eat out every day. I had obviously no sunlight because the Netherlands has the worst weather I've ever seen in my life. Don't go there, only in summer. I couldn't have any girls there. First of all, because I was quite chopped, but also because the Netherlands, I don't like the girls there, and they are quite masculine, so they want feminine guys. They want good guys. Not me. And that's why I'm not very attractive in the Netherlands, because I'm very masculine, very high status, and that doesn't work in the Netherlands because the girls are very career focused. The girls in the Netherlands are very career focused. Sorry, my camera froze there. So that's why I wasn't very attractive to girls, and I didn't have them. Blah blah. My life was bad, and that's why I was working so hard, because my life was very bad, and I wanted to make money so badly because my life was bad, so I could change my life with the money and change my life. I did that, and it was still fucked in Bali because I was on $3,000 per month, so like I couldn't really do anything nice. I was in Bali, so the sunshine problem was fixed. I could have girls there, because I was like a foreigner, and it's easy there to get girls as a foreigner, or maybe because I'm 6'8", also helps. Even being 6'8" in the Netherlands is not enough. It's very normal there. Anyway, irrelevant. So every time my life was just bad enough to work hard to get more money because my life was not good enough. And in like March of this year, I reached a point. I had a big 10K plus month. I think it was April. And it was good. It was so good. And my life was amazing. And that's a problem. Because the desire to get better was always because my life was bad. And I was always looking at my bank account. I was always in my last hundreds of dollars, like 500, 600, whatever, 200 at the end of the month. And now it's not that case anymore. I can do nice shit, and I don't feel it specifically. And so the pain directly goes away. And I don't want to make this mega long, so let me progress the story. So that was my previous motivation, and now I think I just became too comfortable, and I act like I work very hard for how broke I am. I noticed that I'm on my phone a lot during work. I'm doing a lot of shit on my laptop, like new song that I'm putting on, or checking analytics that are really irrelevant in the current moment. Like you really have to check it once a week maybe to make changes or to learn from it. But I was doing like multiple times a day, and then I get a new energy drink and I go and I just distract myself. Or I go on Instagram, or I go Tinder. Like I have 500 likes on Tinder, and like tens, like 50 matches that I can just text. On Instagram I have 12 to 15 unopened DMs. That's just the shit that distracts me, and I think I self-sabotage myself so hard. If I don't do that, I would be a fucking genius. And I think the thing that's stopping me from that is self-sabotage. So if I would genuinely eat like good food every day, if I would not spend too much time on girls, so keep it to once a week because you still have your needs, right? You either pay an escort $50 to do it, or you have a girl that you are talking to via Tinder to do it, and you give them food because you're always paying for it regardless, or with your time. And then you have that situation solved. Don't focus on it to do it multiple times a week. That's one thing. And then texting them is a bigger problem. That's the biggest dopamine hit for me. Texting girls, it's just, they're all so hot. That's the problem. They're all super hot. And I never had that. That's like a super big insecurity still. Maybe a youth trauma or something. I could never get girls, and now I can get unlimited super hot chicks. like Latina, super fit, like fucking. That would be your dream wife in theory. Don't marry them because they're sluts, but they look like dream wives, and that's a problem because I might still have that insecurity of being of getting the attention from those girls because I secretly maybe think I'm not good enough. And now that I built the physique and the status and the wealth, in a way, I can afford more than them. That is attractive to them, that I constantly go back into that validation. And if I would keep it to once a week, I learned it from George Gammon, who is Josh's mentor, the first guy he's ever worked with. And I met him a couple of times last summer. He lives in Medellin as well. And he said, keep the girls for the weekends. Keep the girls for the weekends. And you could even reverse that, like do it once a week. Then you could do it on a fucking Tuesday if you want. But then once a week. Well, that's one thing. And food is a big one for me. I self-sabotage with food so much. Like just eating shit that I know is fucked for my gut, or it's like just bad. And I'm gonna feel bad, and it's just because I want the dopamine in the moment, and then after I feel bad. Just because I self-sabotage or something. And if I don't do that, I would be able to do more work. I would be able to be leaner, be more confident, do more work, feel healthier, be more focused and do more work, better work, and be richer. And that's a problem. I just sent an 8-minute voice memo to one of my best friends, Steven, definitely my Dutch best friend. And that's why I sent it to him, because I can speak in Dutch, which is a little bit easier for me to be personal and to just flow more smooth. And I sent him an 8-minute voice memo. That must be the longest voice memo I've ever sent him. And I just told him as well, I don't do it for myself. I mean, that's the problem. I'm not doing it for myself because I'm now in a good life, in a good position. That's the problem. It's super egotistical for me to not do it anymore. Because the wealth that I get now would go to my parents, would go to my sister, would go to my friends, would go to my future family, would be invested, would buy my first property, would be all of that. You know, fly business class, which is then good for me, but like that's what it would go to. But apparently the pain is not big enough right now to get there. And that's a problem. The pressure, there's not enough pressure. And I can give that to myself. Because when I have pressure, and when I have like the next thing to do is already not good enough because I need to do the next thing, and I'm so busy that I need to do the next thing. When I have that busyness, that's when I'm hyper efficient and I'm not on my phone. I can airplane mode for 7 hours, lock in, the one like playlist, music, and fucking grind. But when the pressure disappears, the girls come back, the bad food comes back, the DMing girls all the time comes back, and that's the problem. This is more documenting for myself, to be honest. I'm gonna look back at this video when I'm a millionaire next year, maybe, probably not, but maybe. I hope so. I'm gonna work to get there. And then I look at this video and I'm like, oh, May 20th? That was the point that I took myself more seriously. Because that's the fucking thing. I don't take myself seriously enough. I look at this Jamie Robbins guy. His channel looks so much better than mine. His effort in the video is more. I don't particularly need to steal that part because authentic goes a long way and it would not be authentic for me to do that style. But I can be better. I can put in more hours on high leverage work. And I can self-sabotage less on food and girls. This is just the theme, food and girls. Because I sleep enough. I have amazing friends around me. I live with Harvey, fucking amazing friend. I speak to Stephen daily, Moises, Josh, Justin, Lucas. Lucas, underrated friend. I've never met him, but he helped me so much to get over that girl last time. The real ones know. And just in general, great friend. Anyway, not glazing Lucas. Enough attention. On the Raw channel with 2 viewers. It's self-sabotage. Because I'm a fucking genius. And I'm not saying that to validate my own ego, but Like, I can tell you a fun story. This video is going to be 4 million hours long anyway. So when I was doing my part-time job, I've done so many part-time jobs. That's why I wanted to become wealthy so much, because I've seen the trenches. I was on the bike 4:15 a.m. in a cold winter in the Netherlands, like minus 4 million degrees, freezing my balls off. 4:15 a.m. You know how fucked that is? Saturday. Like after having school and university during the week. That's fucked. I had that. And then you have to get and then you work till like 3 p.m. in a cold ass warehouse. Anyway, I wanted to tell you how smart I was. I would find ways I was order picker for a grocery store in a warehouse. So I would make this pallet, like this wooden panel thing with groceries on top of it, this stack of groceries, and then they seal it with like plastic and then you send it into the truck. And then that goes to the grocery store and they unpack it and they put it onto the shelves. So I was a warehouse guy, the order picker. And I was so smart that I would know like how the boss would be walking around the warehouse. And I was not allowed to have an AirPod. And you have like this headset on your left ear. And then I had my right ear was free. And the headset was telling me what orders to pick and like where to stop with your cart and pick up grocery on your pallet, how many, and then you go to the next stop. And you were not, and that was on your headset, right? So because we were driving with these electric cars with other colleagues around me, you were not allowed to listen to music because apparently you're going to make a crash if you're doing that. And I was so stubborn that I still did it. So at first I did it in this ear, right? The other one that's free. But my boss saw that and he was like, Jan, you can't do that. You're dangerous to the employees and you're going to cause a crash. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Stubborn me, 19-year-old or 18-year-old me, put his AirPod upside down in my ear so it fits with the headset over it and just blast music on full volume over the order picking voice. So I would have to re-listen every order like 2 or 3 times, but I didn't care because I was listening to rap music and I could enjoy myself more. So that's one thing that I did, like smart ass me. And of course he couldn't see it because the headset was over it. And I was slowing down my work. Like I didn't get paid more for more or less orders. I would get the same salary, so I didn't give a shit. I was just filling my 8 hours. Always taking 30-minute shits, even though I didn't even shit at a warehouse. I went to the toilet for 30 minutes, I didn't even have Instagram Reels at the time. I was watching YouTube videos or rap battles or something. Or like texting girls, obviously. I was doing that. And then the other thing has to do with girls. In this warehouse, you had these corners, right? Because like you have these places where you can stop and get your groceries, like washing powder and cookies and whatever. You're stacking it all together. And you have each stop that you have to go. And then you turn around and you go to the next hall and next and next and next. And in these corners where you have to turn, I would always find a way where my boss couldn't see me. I would go into that corner, hide behind the stack of groceries that's like in the shelves or whatever. I would stand behind it and go on my phone to text all the girls. And be there for like 5 or 6 minutes, text all of them, put like a new song, and then go back to the cart so it's not obvious and you still have to finish your cart thing, palette. But like, I was doing everything to not work. Music here, re-listening every order like multiple times, hiding in the corner, 30-minute shits, sometimes twice a day, even though I didn't even shit at the warehouse. I don't like that, but I still took the 30-minute break. And I'm saying that as in, I know how to be efficient as fuck. Like, as fuck. I went there, I did the least work humanly possible because I had terrible incentives, and then I would go home. With the least amount of work done humanly possible. You know, Atletico Madrid, how they have like 50 minutes of good football for like 90 minutes. They pause the game for like 40 minutes in the match. That's what I was doing with the work. Do the least amount humanly possible. And the point of this whole thing that I was saying, me being an order picker, is I know how to be efficient as fuck. And I can create an entire situation where I am in the biggest favor humanly possible. That's also why when I started doing YouTube, I did the opposite. So instead of being the laziest I could be, I became the most productive I could be, because I now get the full incentives. If my video blows up, I get everything. I get ad revenue, I get the fame, I get the attention, I get the sales, for example. In the time I was still doing only my own YouTube channel, and I was not really part of any business or agency. I still had that was like when I was 20, I had my internship and school during the week and gym. I was already going to the gym Monday till Friday. And then on Saturday, I would wake up at 7 a.m., script videos till 9 a.m. I would script 7 videos. And I would record 7 videos between 12 p.m. and 3 p.m. so that I would have videos for the whole week. I would pay an editor $300 per month or something to edit them. And then every time that I come home from the internship at 6, no, I went from internship to the gym and then home, 6 p.m., I would make packaging for that video and upload it. And I would upload daily. But do you see how that's different? Because now I get the incentives and I'm efficient as possible. Moral of the story is, this must be super relatable for you. Like, you know that you're intelligent as fuck. You know that you're smart as fuck. But you're lazy as fuck. And the balance there is pressure. In the warehouse, I got 0 incentives and pressure. Because I get the same pay every time. I don't pick one order more, I don't get paid more. Or less, for example. And with the videos, I make an extra video and I get more results myself. Like one day I woke up at 7 a.m. for my internship. No, it was way earlier. I woke up at 5 a.m. for my internship because I went earlier to my internship so I could go to the gym before dinner and make packaging. Like I structured my life well to be fucking dialed because I had this fucking internship to make the packaging in the gym. And I woke up at 5 a.m. and I saw my video and it blew up. It got like 1K views. And I usually would only get 20 views. So I was fucking happy as fuck. And that motivates you for the remaining videos. Not really any purpose. Oh yeah, that's like outsized returns, you know. You could randomly just blow up. And you notice, oh, that's a pressure thing, right? Like I structured my whole life because I had this fucked up internship. And I want to go to the gym and I want to post that video, so every day. So I woke up earlier, blah, blah, blah. Conclusion of this video is self-sabotage. I need to look in and give myself more pressure, demand more from myself. Take myself more seriously, because at the end of the day, you don't care. My mom doesn't care, my sister doesn't care, Harvey doesn't care. My future wife arguably cares, but I don't know where she is, who she is. Didn't meet her yet. So it's only for me. But me providing value to other people would give me fulfillment. You notice how buying a Lamborghini for yourself doesn't give you any fulfillment, but buying a Toyota for your mom would make your whole month because you do it for someone else. I think, who said this? Fuck. He deserves credits, but I don't know who said this anymore. It was a random podcast. Fulfillment doesn't live. You can't bring your joy is in the fulfillment you bring to other people. I think it's something like that. The second you stop working, like you can't bring joy to other people anymore, and that's you can't bring value to other people anymore, and that's where fulfillments lie, and fulfillment brings joy to you. So that's why you always need to keep on providing value, and why businessmen always keep on working even though they're billionaires. And that's where I now need to go. I need to start providing for my environment and surroundings and family instead of doing it for myself. Because I was doing it for myself for 1.5 years, and now I have everything that I want in theory. So now it's going to be for other people. And that's super important. But I need to make that shift. And me eating like 6 eggs with a pound of ground beef is going to make me more confident, more energetic, and more focused, and that's going to make me more money, and that's going to give my mom, in theory, a new car next year. Instead of okay, I need to be dialed because I need to be focused. I need to feel good when I wake up so that I can leave this country. Like that pain, the direct pain, is gone because I now have all of that. And this video might be a key part of my growth. And I'm sure that nobody would watch this part until I'm famous or get any status or any views online. This video might only pop off in like 2, 3, 5 years, 10 years. Even I might be the only one ever watching it, ever getting to this point of the video. But yeah, I wanted to say that, and I don't want to hold back on yaps when I make these videos, because the only reason I have this channel is for me and my growth, and I'm making it for me and my growth. So I don't care about what you think, to be honest. You could just be here and listen to what goes on about in my brain. Sorry, my camera crashed again. I don't know what's wrong with this SD card, but something is wrong, and it crashes at random moments. That's it. I hope you found any value in this, and it might be relatable. It might open your eyes. It's definitely a key figure of my development to realize this. Kind of start, like if you have a bigger vision and not bigger goals, more different goals and different standards of yourself, then you start taking different daily actions. And that's where the difference is going to be made. The difference is not made in this video. The difference is not made when I go to bed. The difference is not made tomorrow morning. The difference is made in the next 12 weeks, what daily actions I take, and if I actually change them after deciding that this is my vision and that this is the path that I have to do instead of what I was doing. Because these girls are not going to stop texting me. The restaurants are not going to stop telling me that I need to buy their bad food, or like the Pringles or the chocolates or the alcohol. I didn't drink for 2 weeks now. That's good, but I still self-sabotage with food and girls. So they're not going to stop. They're going to keep doing what they're doing. The girls are going to keep texting me. The food is going to keep promoting itself. It's still delicious. If anything, it's going to be more desirable because I'm going to be more lean, so more hungry in theory. So it's going to be from my internal state and my internal desire and demands of myself. You just, like, I made it my hygiene standard to go to the gym 5 times a week, for example. And from that moment, I've never done less than that. Well, I've done less, like 2 or 3 times a week. But I've always came back to the gym because it's part of my identity. And until this moment, texting unlimited girls and that insecurity was part of my identity. But I don't gain anything from it. I can get my body count to 25, 35. Like it's close to 20 now. But I could get it to 50 if I want to, with all the girls that I'm getting. But I don't want that. I want more money and more value and more views and a bigger brand and more business success. And so I have to change my input. And having a girl over 3-4 times a week is not going to help me at all to provide more business value, because it's not really relaxing. It's wasting your time. So yeah, that's it. This video might be like 40 minutes or something. That's important, and it's deep. And if you speak it into existence, especially recording it, you can't really go back anymore. And if I fuck up after this, I'm like, then at least I'm disappointing myself, and it's on camera, so at least it means something. Because if I'm just thinking about it, then you forget about it, and maybe you never change. But now it's on camera, posted it, made a voice memo to Steven about it, and my Dutch friend, and I have to take action. So I'm so excited. I'm so fucking excited. Like the thing is, I feel so good. I have so much work. The results are going up. But I need to fucking level up. Fucking level up. Not for my friends, not for my family, not for girls, for myself. Because I know that I can do it. And I know that I'm smart enough to do it. So I'm just disappointing myself by not already doing it. Thanks for watching this podcast with myself. I hope you learned one thing from it. If not, sorry for wasting your time. See you in the next video if you want to watch more videos. See you there. Goodbye.